Hey everybody, my name is Donald Miller and I wrote a book called Building a Story Brand. I'm so grateful for this book. I put it out about 10 years ago. About 1.4 million copies of this book have sold. Basically, it is a book about clarifying your marketing message if you are a small or medium-sized business owner. So with 1.4 million people reading this book, tons and tons of people, and I'm talking about thousands, have come to me and said, Don, can you make a website for me? Can you make an email sequence? Can you write my lead generator? Can you help me put out YouTube videos? I mean, there's been thousands of requests. I don't do that. I'm a writer. I feel like I'm a professor. I love writing books. I love creating content. So what I did was I started certifying freelance marketers to do that stuff for me. They're all in a directory at marketingmadesimple.com. People read the book, I send them to marketingmadesimple.com, and over $100 million later, in terms of the business those guides have gotten, we have a really, really successful guide program. That's what we call our independent marketing certified community. We call them guides, StoryBrand Certified guides. Well, the deal is, since then, we have learned a lot about everything it takes to grow an independent marketing business. One of the main things that I learned is that you can get to $400,000 a year in annual revenue before you even need to hire an assistant. You don't need a staff, you don't need a team. It is very, very possible to get to $400,000 a year, and plenty of our certified guides have done it. Over 1,000 certified guides have come through the program. Many of them are making more than $400,000 a year. They don't even have an assistant. And so we began studying what are the best practices, how do they do this. The ones who actually succeed at that level have a lead engine. They have leads flowing in and coming in, and they have ways of converting those leads into entry-level products and then upselling those entry-level products into fractional retainers and all sorts of stuff like that. I want to get into that because I want you to understand how to grow a $400,000 independent marketing business also. So these are the best practices of what has worked. The reality is most independent marketers are really great at helping their clients get leads, but they don't get themselves leads. I mean, it's so true that we are great at serving our clients. We're terrible about serving ourselves, but that needs to change if you want to get to $400,000. The reason is if you get stuck at $50,000, $100,000, you just don't know where your next client is going to come from. And we call it the doomsday feeling. You wonder where your next client is going to come from. You worry your current client is going to dry up and not do any more business with you. You don't have another sure thing lined up, which creates so much stress, not just for you, but for your entire family and the stress that you bring home. You doubt you can provide for your family long term. Even when things are good, you feel like it could all disappear in a heartbeat. And then on top of all of that, artificial intelligence is disrupting our entire industry. You are worried that your job is about to be replaced because the future is so unstable. So in the face of that, rather than deal with it, we tell ourselves a bunch of lies. I'm too busy with client work to market myself. Another referral is going to come along soon enough. The truth, you haven't really put yourself out there and built a sustainable, predictable, strong business. If you are between $100,000 and $150,000 and you got stuck, it is not because you lack talent. That is not the reason you are under $150,000. It's because you lack systems, automated systems that create predictable leads, predictable sales, and predictable upsales. At StoryBrand, listen, we've helped over 1,000 guides now, over 1,000 freelance marketers break through, and here is what we have learned. We have learned that your marketing business needs a factory floor, a system that produces leads, clients, and revenue predictably, and it is a 4-phase lead engine and product sales engine. It works like this. 1, you need to be doing things that bring attention to yourself, and we're going to get into what that is in one of these videos. Next, you need to turn that attention into leads, and I've got one way that is really powerful to do that. Bring attention to yourself, turn that attention into leads. Take those leads and sell them something inexpensive, an entry-level product, and then upsell them. That is the factory floor that you need to create to get to $400,000 in annual predictable revenue. Each phase, by the way, feeds the next. If you miss one, the whole system will break. So I've got several more videos in this course that I want to show you, but the second video is phase 1, attention. People can't hire you if they don't know you exist. And in that video, I'm going to talk to you about creating content that attracts your ideal client, YouTube and why it's the best, even with low views and low subscriber counts. I want to help you choose topics small businesses and medium-sized businesses need, such as AI for marketing. Don't be afraid of AI. Don't be afraid to talk about it. It can actually help you grow your business significantly. And then I'm going to talk to you about clipping those videos down for Instagram, Facebook, even LinkedIn, in terms of bringing attention to yourself. And then finally, using those transcripts plus AI to create written posts that you can put all over the place. We're going to go deeper into this in video 2, how to get attention without paying for ads. All right, video 3 is phase 2, and that's going to talk about getting leads. Turn attention into email addresses that you can nurture. I want you to create a lead generator your ideal client actually wants. For instance, the small business guide to AI marketing, the complete small business marketing checklist, how to market your small business on social media, assessments, webinars, PDF checklists, anything valuable at all. I'm going to talk to you about what is working for our guides. We're going to go deeper into that in video 3, phase 2. Phase 3, video 4, we're going to talk about those entry-level sales. And you probably haven't heard about this much, but you want something that costs between $50 and $500 that is almost an impulse buy, because once somebody buys from you, as you know, they tend to chase that investment. So talking about low-ticket offers that let clients experience your value. Here's some examples. The 30-minute marketing assessment. Literally, just looking at their website, looking at their marketing and saying, here's the gaps that I see in your marketing. That is worth some money. You can review their plan and you can point out gaps. Also, website copy overhaul. Don't have to design their website. Just look at their website and say, hey, here's the text that I would change to bring in more sales. Text-only refresh. Zero cognitive load is the goal. And what I mean by that is most websites for most small businesses have a high cognitive load. It takes a lot of effort to figure out what they're selling and how much it costs and what I need to do to buy it. You can reduce that to zero cognitive load, charge a small fee, and people fall in love with you and they want you to be their fractional CMO or marketing director after that. You can actually give them a social media game plan. We're not talking about taking over their social media, but just a game plan. Now, the beautiful thing about this, extremely valuable, but it's mostly cut and paste from business to business to business. You literally just drop the game plan into AI and say, hey, can you adapt this game plan for this business? Put it in a beautiful package, send it to them, sell it for $99. Incredibly valuable for them, but also they've made their first purchase with you. So suggestions, timelines, and then, of course, upsell that to a retainer. We'll go deeper in video 4 on entry-level offers that close themselves. That is phase 3. Let's look at phase 4, which is upsells. And this is really where that $400,000 marketing business comes to life. This is where the real money is made. You need to, though, you need to not just sell marketing. You need named, packaged products at premium prices. For instance, a complete marketing sales funnel might cost between $15,000 and $50,000. A fractional marketing director, $3,000 to $5,000 a month. A fractional chief marketing officer, which is different because you're going to be spending a lot more time in the boardroom and you need to navigate all of that. That's going to cost between $7,000 and $15,000 a month. By the way, we have tons and tons of StoryBrand Certified guides who are charging those kinds of prices. We're going to go deeper in video 5 on how to upsell retainers and create recurring revenue. Bottom line, your factory floor. You need to get attention. You need to be on YouTube, social media. You need to be creating content that leads to leads. And there's a strategy here I want to teach you in this video, a PDF, webinar, checklist, an assessment, something like that. And then entry-level sales, you can actually charge for an assessment or a website overhaul or some sort of social media game plan or something like that. And then ultimately leading to, big marketing campaigns that you sell for between $15,000 and $50,000, or fractional retainers, fractional CMO, fractional marketing director. This is how you create predictable revenue and always know that you have a client who's going to need, you want clients in your waiting list, in the waiting room, waiting to work with you. If you are not turning down clients because you have so much work, you haven't built a sufficient lead engine. When you build the factory floor, revenue becomes predictable, and that's what we want for you. In fact, here's my vision for your future. You actually spend 25% of your time bringing attention to yourself that feeds your lead and sales funnel so that you can spend 75% of your time doing client work. So 25% of your time promoting and marketing yourself, 75% of the time doing client work. That's what a $400,000 plus marketing business looks like when you split it. This is the balance that creates predictable growth. Now, this is what we teach inside of our StoryBrand Certified Guide program. We have a 3-phase, 15-step system that helps you build a $400,000 marketing business, and I'm going to introduce you to it in this series. This is real stuff. This is my friend Chris Jones. She's out of Portland, Oregon, and she went from $100,000 a year to $400,000 a year by offering StoryBrand products and retainers and creating this factory floor. She built the factory floor, then revenue followed. This is my friend Joshua Taylor. This is actually a picture of me and Josh in Las Vegas at the car wash show. Josh was making $1 million a year as a StoryBrand certified guide. He niched down on only car wash owners and scaled up to $10 million with that niching down strategy. And he and I had a great time in front of hundreds and hundreds of car wash owners in Las Vegas, and I love helping our guides build their businesses. This is real stuff. If you want to learn how to do this, you can download the free checklist. It's called the $400,000 Independent Marketing Business Checklist. It has the entire system in it, and here's what is inside the checklist. The 3-phase, 15-step system used by hundreds of our StoryBrand certified guides. We're going to teach you how to create your foundational sound bites, your unique positioning that differentiates you from other freelance marketers. I'm going to tell you how to convert your website so that it actually works. I'm going to show you templates designed specifically for marketers. I want to talk to you about the Smart Nurture Engine. This is done-for-you email sequences that have been proven to on-ramp clients and warm them up really, really well. I want to talk about how to structure your offers at $5,000, $15,000, $25,000 and more. There's a specific way to structure those offers. We're going to talk about the deal closing proposal system that shortens sales cycles. I also want to talk to you about a keynote address that some of our guides have given. They're licensed to give the StoryBrand Certified keynote. That for several guides, they've reported that they've closed $125,000 deals just by giving the keynote because people get so excited about it. Listen, guides who have used this system, here's some actual quotes from our guides. I got certified almost 3 months ago. Last night, I agreed on a contract that was my initial StoryBrand investment times 10. This is life-changing. March 2024 was the biggest month I've ever had. If I didn't sell anything else this year, I'd still surpass my biggest year ever. The sky's the limit for a guide's business. There is a name recognition with StoryBrand. I didn't have to sell it to anyone. I suddenly had people asking me for help and paid work. So what this course is it's best practices of our StoryBrand certified guides distilled into just a few videos and a checklist. If you want to grow a $400,000 marketing business and you want the best practices of our StoryBrand certified guides, if you just want to understand what they are doing different, go to StoryBrandMarketingBusiness.com, and I'm going to teach you how to grow a $400,000 independent marketing business. All right, coming up in this series, this is the introductory video, the lead engine every freelance marketer needs. The next video, how to get attention without paying for ads. Video 3, lead generators that actually convert. Video 4, entry offers that close themselves. Video 5, upsells, retainers, and recurring revenue. Each one of these will have a video, and I'm going to teach you how to grow a $400,000 marketing business. But first, go to StoryBrandMarketingBusiness.com and download the free checklist, and then check out the next video.